Alright guys, it's been a while since y'all heard from me. Had a lot going on. I recently moved, and just changing jobs and stuff like that has had me completely busy and unable to work on anything I actually want to, but here we are. We've got our motor back. Got the Kickstarter added to it here, so hopefully no more starting problems. I also found out that they had to put a new clutch basket on it, so that's cool. Got a new clutch basket, got the wiring harness back. Gonna end up cleaning this all up, making it look a lot better. I mean, obviously it all looks black from a distance, but you get up close and you can tell somebody's just wrapped it with electrical tape. So I've got some sheathing over there that I'm gonna use to make it look a lot better. And hopefully we'll get this motor put back in here shortly. Like I said, we recently moved, so I've got a new garage. It's much bigger. But yeah, I finally got my tools all set up and everything. Had to build a little extra bench here to support everything, but this is a new space that we're working with. Much bigger, 2-car garage instead of the 1-car garage like we had before, so plenty of room for activities. Another thing I've been doing here in the background is polishing some of the aluminum stuff so it looks a lot better than what it did before. I got, I believe that's lower radiator. Got the shifter here, that's been all polished up. And then rear brake here, I polished that up as well, so that looks a little bit better. Air filter, of course I had to hit that. It doesn't look the best, but it looks better than what it did. Nobody will ever see it. Air filter adapter also. I touched on that also. But yeah. So right now I'm just gonna spend some time pulling all this stuff out. I have everything boxed up right there. That's a majority of the parts. This is most of the hardware right here. Wheels and tires, fenders, a couple little things up here that we'll get to, exhaust, stuff like that. But right now I'm just gonna work on getting everything pulled out and kind of looking and deciding where I'm gonna go from here. All right, we kind of got the motor in there for now. I just wanted to get it somewhat in there. Obviously, I'll just keep going from here. But yeah, I mean, I'm fucking super excited to get this shit going again. Now with the Kickstarter, I'll be able to ride it wherever and not be worried about killing the battery with the starter. Hopefully the starter works a lot better after the valve job and the timing chain and all that good shit, so we'll find out. Alright, so I've kind of done a terrible job at filming. I've just really been trying to bust this out and not make as long of videos, putting this thing back together. But as you can see, I got the rear swing arm back on, got the shock back on, motor in, oil canister in. I got the bars back on for now. I'm just waiting on the oil seals to come in for the stabilizer right there, whatever you want to call it. And as soon as I have those, I'm just gonna run that bar for now. It's ugly as fuck and I want to get a chrome one, but they're pretty expensive, so I'm gonna hold off on that until I get it all back together, and then I can go back and do that. Plus the nut here on the bottom is incredibly tight. I used a 1/2-inch DeWalt with a fully charged battery and couldn't get it off, so gonna have to get that figured out. Got the rear wheels back on. Still need to put the rear brake caliper back on. I need a slave master, whatever you want to call this, because this one just will not hold. As you can see, kicker's installed. Steven let me know that it needed new clutches, so he put a new clutch basket on it. And yeah, going back together shortly, or not shortly, but taking a while to put it back together. So I need some factory lower control arms. I'm not even gonna take the time to try to clean these ones up and paint them like I did the uppers, because this one has a dent in it right here, as you can see, and this side is dented and bent to shit. I mean, you can just lay them on the ground and see that they're bent, so I'm not gonna use that one either. But yeah, I'll try to give you another update soon, but I'm trying not to make as long videos like I said, so we'll just have to see what I get filmed. All right, so I know I said I was gonna make updates, but this is kind of where we're at now. It's been a few days. Definitely have gotten a lot put back on. Waiting on a couple things to come in still, a couple wiring harness things, but it looks like a four-wheeler again. Turns right now. Waiting on a lower ball joint to come in right now. I just have a Jimmy rigged up. The fucking threads were just so messed up. I was like, fuck it, I'll order another one. I'm not even planning on keeping those lower A-arms. That's why they still look like shit. But until I decide to buy the eBay cheapies or a pair of used OEM ones or whatever I decide to do, I'm not really gonna fuck with them. I'm just gonna put a new lower ball joint in that one so I can get it together the right way. I haven't put the wiring harness on it yet because I want to go through it and just rewrap it. It looks like shit. I don't know if I've mentioned it in the videos, but all the mains, like this is the main positive that runs to the starter, and then the main ground here, I redid those. Really, I just put the fenders on because I wanted to make sure that if I start zip tying stuff that it was still going to be able to bolt down the right way. I'd love to get new flares and stuff, but money's kind of tight, so I'm just working with what I have. That's why frame's still the same color. I've just been cleaning up a lot of shit and reusing the shit that I already had, just because right now I don't have a bunch of money I can spend. So no oil in it. Filled it up with coolant to just make sure none of the lines were gonna leak. Put some new O-rings on there. Used the Harbor Freight specials, and I bought the standard size, and I'm pretty sure I was supposed to get the metric, but close enough, doesn't leak, it's sealed off. That's all that matters to me. So alright guys, so I know it's been a long time since I've updated y'all on anything at all, and the quad's actually almost back together now. It's just been hard to record and try to get everything done. Steven came over and tried to figure out the motor, but was unsuccessful at the time. We rejetted the carb, did a couple other things. You know, he definitely got the Clutch cable hooked back up. That's working a lot better. We're gonna have to do something different, though, I believe. Um, it'll be nice to have the jet rejetted, so can't wait for that. Got a new battery for it, installed it. Did a couple other things, but like I said, we were unsuccessful getting the hard to start fixed. So back to the shop it goes.